let me give Minister Atanganji a voice on this. Your position is clear. It's known.
Yes.
That there is no Anglophone problem.
Yes.
You've constantly repeated that.
Yes. And I will say it. I said it yesterday. I'm saying it today. I will say it tomorrow. There is no Anglophone problem in Cameroon, and I've given facts to justify what I say. Prof has said something which is important. He says that an Anglophone has never been a Minister of Defense in Cameroon. Then Reverend Father said that Reverend Father Pastor said that we have to, that the Anglophones will not more talk in the bush, they are inside the parlor. As far back as 1983, President Paul Biya said that you don't need to stay in the bush to air your views. President Paul Biya said, in fact, in French he said, mais vous n'avez plus besoin de prendre le chemin de Maquis pour exprimer vos opinions. That was 1983. So Cameroon has been a free society. You understand? In the New Deal, Cameroonians are free to air their views. And I want to say something which is clear. I was following Radio France International other day, and lawyer Bobga, I want to quote him. Bobga, I don't know the second name. I know he's Bobga.
Yeah, his second name is Hamone.
Yes. And I'm not more interested in to know the second name, because he said that so long as we don't go back to the federal system of government, we cannot solve the problems of the lawyers. That is what he said in Radio France International. And I want to talk about the common law. He started somewhere. He should go back and verify. And in this country, do they use the common law system again? I want to ask him the question. We are talking about the common law. It started somewhere. What is the history of the common law today? And I want to tell him that, okay, he says that so long as we don't have a federal system of government, he thinks that we cannot solve the problem. There is no federal system of government. It's a past issue. We don't talk about things which we have, those facts have been treated, it's over. We talked about the reunification, we came back to 1972, the unification, and now we are talking about a United Cameroon. So there are certain things we can dialogue. I want to make my position very, very clear. Yeah. And I don't talk on behalf of the government, but it is official that we have a red line we can discuss. The Prime Minister was in Bamenda for 2 or 3 days discussing with people. Am I right?
Yeah. And at the end of the government, of course.
Yes, the government. Yes. So what I want to tell people is that no, the government is open to dialogue. You understand? And talking about positioning, the Minister of Defense in any country, Prof, is the head of state. I am here as the permanent secretary to the National Security Council in a country. I'm an Anglophone. General Ivo, he has been the director of presidential security for about 17 years. Or in the world, if you don't have confidence in somebody, you cannot give him that responsibility. So if it is, when we talk about marginalization in terms of responsibility and post and things, I don't agree, because we have had all what we need to develop. It's important, because he said something that I've been hearing the story that an Anglophone has never been appointed Minister of Finance, an Anglophone has never been appointed a Minister of Defense or the Delegate General. Let us be serious.
Let me just point them there and then come back and say the story.
Yes, let have a pause. But let us land. I want to end by saying that the Prime Minister, head of government in this country, since 1992. We have had them from Prime Minister Chidiachu to Prime Minister Mafani Musonge to Prime Minister Enoni FM, and for 24 years,
that is beautiful.
The Prime Minister is Prime Minister, head of government.
But so, have you gone through social media, Mr. Tanganji?
If you are ignorant, I don't know.
This is what they're saying. This is what they're saying. That if you reduce what we call the problem of English-speaking Cameroon, let me put it that way, since the Anglophone, apparently an Anglophone is a problem, it's a very delicate word. If you reduce the problems that the other people, the other Camerooners, the other side of the Mungo feel today to just positions and food and all those things are elementary, then there's a problem. That's what they're saying. I straight back to you. Beyond that, do you think there's any other issue that is wrong or that is going wrong within the Anglophone community of which you are a party?
I don't know, a specific problem. The answer is no, because go to Garua, go to Maura, go to Gaundere.
That's precisely where.
Go to other regions. You see, when you have a hospital, which is you don't have a hospital here, you don't have a health center, you have bad roads here, you don't have them. You have those problems everywhere in this country, and that's why the government has a program of development. And each year, the ministers who are directly concerned, they bring out those, and we see what can be done. It's a government policy. So what I'm saying, we don't have specific. Let me just specific.
Let us go back. Let us go to the crux of the matter. All right, we'll come back to you. Let us go to our videotapes. We sample.